to another episode of Kitbox Collections. Today I'm sitting here with Jamie Donnelly from footballshirts.ie. We're in the lovely Farmer Brown's pub in Milltown, and only on the coffees so far, but watching this space. Jamie, lovely to meet you. How are you?
Very, very good, Paul. Thanks very much for having me. Delighted to show off some shirts.
No worries at all. And yeah, tell us a little bit about you and your football shirt journey so far.
Yeah, as you kindly explained, I'm Jamie. I run footballshirts.ie. I've been collecting shirts for a long, long time. I think I don't have an early memory of the most early shirt I had, but I think it was 2002 Man United shirt is the one I can clearly remember. Why that stands out is because I had Sylvester 27 on the back.
Oh, nice.
Why anyone would pick Sylvester out of Ronaldo, Van Nistelrooy, Beckham, anyone like that, I have no idea. Plus, I had to pay for each little letter and number.
And Sylvester has quite a few, and
yeah,
he was 27.
27, yeah. Okay. I think he scored against Liverpool
so
shortly
difficult
before
child,
that.
yeah.
Okay. Yeah, clearly. Unique in my collection. So I support Real Madrid as well. Coming from Kerry, there's clearly no connection there. So yeah, I have my own unique way.
Well, Kerry GA might be the Real Madrid of the Gaelic
football
world, maybe.
There you go, absolutely. The kingdom of football in both ways, absolutely. And then my own collection has drafted into being footballshirts.ie, buying and selling shirts over the last while, trying to provide good value to people with high-end shirts as well from time to time.
Nice, and it's exciting running visions that you're passionate about, I'd imagine.
Passionate for sure, yeah. It's it's a beautiful thing to do, actually. I must say. It's been going on for the last 4 years or so now at this point, yeah. So long may it last.
Long may it last. Brilliant. And yeah, so Jamie is going to talk us a little bit through his 10 favorite shirts, and it's a very difficult job for most collectors to whittle it down to their favorite 10. So let's crack into it. Let's see.
Wonderful.
What's in the
box?
Shirt
number 1 is this.
Wow.
Italy third 2019 shirt by Puma. Obviously, they was known for the Renaissance style.
That is gorgeous.
Iterating through the design here on it. This is naturally not only a player spec shirt, but it's actually a kit room issued shirt.
No.
So with the kit room issued shirt, there's no black label on this one. So you'll find that on all the player specs. That's and it has all the detailing, obviously with the inspired by the the Renaissance style, which is the home, away, and third shirts.
So the badge is like vinyl, is it, or?
It's heat pressed on it. It's more like is it PU, yeah. I think it's called.
Oh yeah, okay.
And then of course on the back,
and the font is a beautiful gold, and those elongated numbers. I think they work so well.
There's a lovely detail on the edge of it, which ties in again with the Renaissance style on it as well.
It's like a cord, or
yeah, it is like a cord. Exactly, that's a nice way to put it.
Spectacular, and the little gold FIGC.
Yeah,
and the little Italia there.
No, for me, this is one of the best shirts.
This is 2019,
because this is only worn against Greece.
Only once.
So they're quite a unique shirt, all right. Because it was inspired by they played against Argentina in '54 and wore a green shirt that day. So that's where part of it came from. Because this was a renaissance of the whole Italian team, which obviously went on to win the Euros eventually in '21.
Wow.
So. Yeah, beautiful.
I especially loved the photo shoots that they did. I thought football shirts had finally arrived in the high art.
Definitely, it felt like that, right? For sure, didn't it?
I thought it was very, very well done. Well, that's a fantastic shirt to start.
That's a good start.
I can only imagine, where we're going to go.
Let's go to number 2. Sticking in Italy, we have this Fiorentina home.
Goodness.
97, I'm going to say.
Oh wow.
For me, the fleur-de-lis that runs through the whole detail of the shirt is stunning. It's my favourite part of the whole shirt. Now, funnily enough, my wife said to me the last day when I showed it to her, it'd be so much better without the Nintendo. Wait until I say this to some people. It makes it. It's such a wonderful sponsor.
An iconic sponsor.
Beautiful gold
it's so
detailing.
Light. It's very, very light. Tissue paper almost.
It's a lovely fit though.
Yeah.
It just fits nicely on it. It doesn't feel like it's heavy because a lot of 90 shirts are.
And the fila is raised as well. That is spectacular. And a embroidered crest on it as well.
Nothing on the back, unfortunately, but definitely screams Batistuta and Rui Costa.
Oh yeah, like prime. Yeah. What's the?
I always thought
it's part of the fila logo.
I think it's fila,
that's
but
the
it goes
in the fila.
I'm not too sure because I always thought it was.
It's the same as the triangle.
But it's just the A, is it?
Yeah.
I can try to read it upside down because there's a Is it a Barca shirt where it has Victor Bahia
Yeah.
across the arms? I thought it was something like this, but
Oh,
no.
okay. That is spectacular, and it's in immaculate condition. So that
Yeah.
doesn't get much
It
wear,
gets
does it?
so the first 3 shirts get worn, which is incredible to say that about a kit room issued shirt.
Okay.
But obviously, I mentioned a Real Madrid supporter.
Oh my!
So for me,
God.
this is the Real Madrid shirt. So
Simple, class.
screams Zizou 2002 shirt for me, which is
This is 2002.
2001.
Did you get into Real Madrid at the same time, or was that a little bit later?
That sparked it. So this moment encapsulates a lot of reason why I started supporting Real Madrid, and seeing the all white kit, Zidane scoring that goal, which still gives me a shiver from time to time when I see it. It's a weird thing what a moment like that in football can leave like an indelible mark. Leverkusen in the final.
Leverkusen in the final, yeah, spectacular.
So this was the 2001 European version.
Okay, so you have the Champions League patch, and you have the
centenary. So
they had only won it 8 times
at that point. Yeah, this was the November. Yeah,
and this is the centenary of the club as well.
Yeah, 1902. 13 shirts that season.
13. Have you got them all?
I had a good few at one point that had to be moved on.
Oh, show us the back! You never showed us the back. Oh my goodness! So
obviously, we'd love to have shirts. No, I don't think so. Oh, yeah. Obviously, we'd love to have it in long sleeve, but
that
future Jamie
is iconic. It's up there with the top fonts of all time for me.
For me, this is the shirt, the
kind of like
name
stencil effect or whatever you call it. A-team, I call it.
Yeah, it is very A-team actually. Now you say it, I don't think I'm going to be able to see past that now.
Well, we can call you the face from now on if you are good looking enough to pull it off. And Zizou, what a player! Like your favorite ever Real Madrid player, or
unequivocally. I mean, so what he did for me with that moment alone was huge. And then for him to go on and be a manager after, I was borderline in tears when he first left. As a manager,
he won the Champions League just once, 3 times.
3 times as a manager.
Okay. Once and how many times as a player?
Once with Madrid. Did he win it with Juve? I don't think so. Can't recall, no, but I don't think he did.
But what a player! What a player! For me, the game against Brazil in
2006 World Cup quarterfinal.
Was it 2006 World Cup? No, 98.
Oh, excuse me. Sorry, the final in 98. It
would have been the final then in 98, would it? Maybe, yeah.
The reason I said
unplayable. Sorry, unplayable. Like just head and shoulders above one of the strongest Brazil teams of all time.
Definitely got his head up there that day because he scored a header too.
Amazing.
The reason I mentioned the 2006 World Cup quarterfinals because a lot of people bring that up as one of the best games they've seen, and Zizou was huge that day.
Quite unlucky, maybe not headbutt Materazzi. Would France perhaps maybe have won?
Yeah, well, I mean, it went to penalties, didn't it?
He was guaranteed to score. Yeah, so.
Well,
but all the greatest players have some sort of
enigma, some
dark streak or something, bubbling under the surface for me. Maybe the more modern players, are a bit more sanitized, but I was always Keane and Cantona and these type of players who had a bit of a streak to them. Certainly, I was always kind of attracted to that element, and Zizou matched that with skill and with flair and with passion.
Just glided across the pitch. That's something that for me is huge. So a player always attracts me is just someone who glides.
Yeah.
Isco is another one that does this. Obviously in a different level. But for me, Isco is just always a superb player to watch.
Nice. That is a really special piece to have, and you can tell your eyes light up when you're talking about the shirt and the player. So that's really cool. Thanks for sharing. We're going to move on to the next one. Then I don't know where we're going to go.
We are going to, because we spoke about World Cups. Let's go on to the most recent World Cup winning shirt, which is Argentina at home. Player spec, brand new tags, of course. Argentina home shirt from 2022.
Oh my goodness!
So this obviously
piece of history, future of future history. Really unusual detailing through the fabric there. What?
Do you know, for me, it adds like a level of depth to it.
Yes.
And I always love that about certain shirts, that they add just like extra layer to it. It almost feels like they're 3D in some ways. Obviously they are, but you know what I mean.
It's somewhat complementary of the number and the Adidas logo, maybe, is it?
Yeah, the font definitely works well with it, I must say. Obviously the badge in this, because it's transferred on, I actually don't know what you even call this, but it just
so 2
pops.
stars are more than the 3-star version
because for you? This is the shirt they wore when they won it.
Okay, whereas the
I'm quite pedantic about these things.
No, but I know there's been a lot of chatter online about which one is kind of more valuable, but there's seems to be 2 trains of thought. Okay, let's have a look at the back.
Who else would you have on the back? But Leo. Obviously a Real Madrid supporter, but yeah, you can't but help appreciate one of the greatest of all time. Unequivocally one of the greatest.
Better than Maradona?
Who cares? Just, to me, it doesn't matter. Like, you can say Johan Cruyff, Di Stefano, whoever is the best ever. Yeah. You have an argument for it. If you want to say Messi is, that's okay.
The sun detail there. Is it the sun, or is it?
That's within the flag of the country, isn't it? The Argentina flag itself. So maybe that's probably more detailing what that is.
Okay, yeah. So the flag, yeah.
And a lovely touch on the name set is the 2 stars above the Argentina logo as well.
I didn't even notice.
So that's something worth noticing going forward.
A lovely little touch.
And the little black outline as well. Just adds
a little bit of depth, a bit of 3D sort of perspective. And for the second greatest ever Argentinian player,
that's your statement, no, not mine.
I was mesmerized by Maradona as a child, and he had the capacity to take hold of a whole game.
There's very few players that can do that. Messi's one of them.
That Messi has more staying power, has more success, has
longevity.
But the whole culture of football and the way it is played and the way it's managed outside that has changed, and you'll never get another drinking, coke snorting, and mobster to play. You know,
going back to your kind of enigmas there a while ago. He had that.
Think so,
he had that in abundance for sure.
In abundance, but for me to win the Serie A with Napoli and to win the World Cup single-handedly sticks a little bit more. Now, don't get me wrong. I watch Messi all day and I watch Ronaldo, and I never subscribe to choosing who is the better player, because for me they're completely different players.
Yeah, I can't say I was always in that camp, but yeah, for me they can be appreciated separately for sure.
Yeah.
No, the only thing with Messi is that he had likes of Di Maria, Higuain, huge players, Mascherano, and everything like this. They could have won the World Cup without him.
Yeah.
In terms of the quality of squad.
Yeah.
Maradona faced something different. Anyway, next one up is. So we started with the most recent. I'm going back to the oldest World Cup winning shirt I have, which is this
82?
beautiful
No.
Italy home 1982 1982. And look how good it is.
Oh my God.
I mean, the white alone in the tricolore on the cuff is huge.
That is
dazzling
sensational.
White.
And quite unusual to have
the
manufacturer, because Italy had
Did they have a plane?
No manufacturer for many, many years. They've only changed that somewhat recently.
I'm wondering if they have a plane on the games also. Definitely in the 90s shirt they had anyway, and the 86.
Yeah, because there was no Diodora and stuff. But it's a richer, almost a...
Yeah, it moves away. It's almost it's a navy or purple kind of almost, isn't it?
It's definitely not typical Italy. It's
not your Azzurri.
Slightly darker, but it's sensational.
It's a weird pattern running through it. I hope we can come across in the camera as well for you guys at home. But there is almost like an oil stain look across it. That's a shimmer. Yeah. It's supposed to be like this. I should clarify.
Okay, yeah.
Obviously, it's quite a rare shirt.
It's immaculate. It's as new.
Yeah, I couldn't believe it when I got my hands on it.
And the crest embroidered with gold detail.
Oh yeah.
Oh my goodness.
What you will find
small little details on the collar and the cuffs.
Yeah.
Just frames it.
Yeah.
Perfectly.
Framing it is exactly the way to put it. Actually, yeah, for sure. What you will find is they had a commemorative shirt for Paolo Rossi because he won the Ballon d'Or that year, and obviously went on. I think he was top goal scorer in the World Cup and won the World Cup with Italy. So they have a lighter blue version of this, but these ones don't come around very often. You'll find also ones with World Cup champions on this sort of crest, but very rare to find one of these, in my opinion.
Quite an interesting time in Italian football, because there was corruption, allegations of match fixing. Now I know that goes on
yearly.
all the time in Italy, but the players were on strike. They weren't talking to the media or anything in the build up to the World Cup.
This is news to me, actually. I'll need to look into this.
Yeah,
okay.
So they had a real siege mentality,
okay.
because Paolo Rossi was banned. Paolo Rossi hadn't been playing football for the season, or for part of the season, to the best of my knowledge, and he only came back, and he wouldn't speak to the media. He wouldn't speak because obviously the paparazzi come from there, so the media in Italy are even worse than Spain. You know, they hound you, and that's a huge reason as to why they probably won the World Cup.
Yeah, I remember Paolo Rossi being banned, right? But speaking of which, it says number 20 on the back. And so this is no, it's not his. Right. This is a replica version, but I say it's a huge one. But to have his number on the back as well, he already won a Ballon d'Or too.
20. He was playing number 20.
Yeah, must have been something to do with him being banned, or maybe with alphabetical order or something like this. I don't actually know. I need to check into that,
because he was a number 8, was he, or number 10, or
I presume 10, striker. But
yeah.
So my collection streams from 2022 to 1982 with World Cup winning shirts.
Nice.
Which will all be at Kit Con. So
Excellent.
that is part of the collection in that one.
Okay, great. So we're going to move on to La Liga then, right? Let's see what we have.
Sunny Spain. First stop off is this Villarreal. Now, it's a bit damaged from storage before I got my hands on it, but Villarreal.
Yellow Submarine.
Yellow Submarine. Yeah. Champions League quarter-final, match-worn versus Arsenal.
Match-worn versus Arsenal.
Bruno Soriano. Who is an absolute legend of the club. He spent all his career with the club. And he's got dirt stain here on the elbow somewhere.
So Villarreal versus Arsenal in Spain, or in
I can't remember which leg it was now, actually. But what was a lovely thing about this, and something people actually seem to ignore a lot, is that the name set is slightly askew, which was very easy to photo match it.
Yes.
As well as the stain here,
off to the right,
whichever it is.
Okay.
Yeah. He's an absolute legend of the club. He was basically stopped playing for like 3 years because of injury, and came back to play again, which was huge.
Very simple. Their jerseys are always quite plain and quite simple, but as a club and as a story, I have a real soft spot for them, because they're really from a really small area, and a small population,
and a really well-run club as well.
Yeah.
Anyway, next up we have my Real Madrid shirts.
Goodness.
Our one Real Madrid shirt. So this is Real Madrid third shirt from 2006, long sleeve,
match worn.
I wish it was.
Oh, okay.
It's match issued.
Match issued. Okay, well that's close. Long sleeve, that deep, rich purple that Real Madrid do so well. Team Geist, is it? No.
Team Geist, yeah. 2006 shirt, yeah. 2006
promotion. Team Geist promotion, and this is the FIFA Award Best
Club of the
Century. Okay.
No small thing. No small thing.
Why? Because of what they've won, or
maybe you won the first 5 European Cups, and everything else that went with it after that. So it was huge. Quite a big La Liga patch that you're probably not used to seeing, because it is the match version.
Okay, yeah.
2.
Oh, like them or loathe them. You can't ignore them.
Love him. Yeah, for me, he's one of the best centre backs I've ever seen.
And probably the best shithousery expert.
Oh, yeah. Well, look, you'd Pepe beside him too, which helped a lot. But yeah, for me, he's huge. He does so much for me in terms of my love for football. I think he's a severely underrated footballer, a severely underrated defender, and I think the stick he gets from the English media of being like just this red card merchant is just ridiculous. Going from watching week in, week out, you'd fully appreciate it, which I have. So this was issued to him against Sevilla, obviously his former club, who he's back with now.
Yeah.
And that was 2006, so real special piece in the collection, I must say.
And some what an iconic era for Real Madrid, and what a stalwart. I mean, just ever present. I would love to play football with him behind me.
You know what? You'd love to have a pint with him too, because he seems like such a nice fella. moving on from Real Madrid and being personal and going to the evil enemy that is Barcelona.
Yes.
So this was their European shirt in 2020. Obviously, they didn't wear for too many games in Champions League because they got dumped out.
So it's okay for you as a Real Madrid to have Barcelona shirts in your collection, yeah?
Well, I'm a big La Liga lover, so I'll make an exception for one Barca shirt.
You've only one.
So to fill out the 20 clubs. I've a set 20 clubs that I've collected. So for me, in fairness though, this is a class shirt.
Yeah.
Because it's not just the Blaugrana stripes.
El Nostra Barca down the side.
Nostra Barca, yeah.
We are Barca, is it?
Yeah,
or
that's obviously in
the detail in this shirt is
it's huge. Because
dry fit advantage, with the Champions League patches and the UEFA
nothing on this side obviously
patches.
Because obviously the material itself alone is huge. The detail, because it adds a lot of depth.
It's great to see the kind of the progression through your collection of from the real heavy 1982 one to this. Yeah, like, it's almost like it's sprayed on you.
Obviously, of course, it has the printed tags or printed wash labels inside here as well, just to say it's match issued.
Oh, okay.
But for me, this
is match issued.
This is match issued, yeah.
Oh, okay.
In a game against.
Can we see the back?
I'll come to that.
Okay.
I was going to say about the shirt itself, the detailing in it, because it's not just the Blaugrana stripes, but this is designed or inspired by Gaudi. I know in Ireland we'd say, "Oh, that's a Gaudi kind of design," but this is true
Gaudi
to
is
his
a very
artistry.
Famous son of Barcelona, and his architecture is reflected in the design. Is it? And famously, he had no right angles in any of his designs, so I presume that's reflected in his.
Well, clearly not here, but a lot of other parts of it would have been, yeah.
Okay, and it's less. What Blaugrana? How does that translate? Is it burgundy or is it
blue and red? As far as I know,
Blaugrana. So, because it's more pinky than sort of.
It is
burgundy or wine or what's the official?
I don't know what would be the official Pantone to put a word on it, but
it certainly looks.
They did change around a lot around these few years. Obviously had the horizontal stripes as well, which the Kool-Aids didn't take too well to. But they did take well to this guy.
Okay.
Who's gold? What do you call him? Golden Boy, Gavi.
Yes.
I mean, he's been an. I say it through a different lens than a Madridista, but he's a warrior for them. He's such a warrior, but can also play such good football.
Again, one of those special players that lights up a game when he gets on the ball. Plays with no fear.
Correct.
And maturity. How old is he? Still quite young.
I don't even think he's 20 yet.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah, okay. I feel like he's been around for years.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, he's got a bad injury the last while as well, like Pedri, but. Yeah, he's the reason why he's been in the Spain squad from such a young age as well.
Yeah.
So I'm happy to have this one there for
That's now. A spectacular shirt. I haven't seen it up close, and the detailing on it.
There's a lot.
And I didn't know the Gaudi connection. I was in Barcelona before at a lot of Gaudi's buildings, and I hadn't actually made that connection before. That's spectacular.
It is. It's a really nice shirt and class player to have with it as well. But moving on, there's a but. There's a bigger one.
There's always a but.
There's a bigger one.
Okay.
So there's this Real Zaragoza away 2005-2006 shirt.
Oh yes.
So these shirts
almost Kappa-esque with the stitching on the outside.
Correct. Yeah. And a quite nice tight fit as well at the time. So it was. Zaragoza were a class team at the time, so they would have had Diego Milito, Pablo Aimar. Would have been there around the same time. Even Jared Piqué was there on loan for a season as well.
Wow.
This one is match worn.
No.
Against Real Madrid.
No.
And the guy who wore it scored a goal with it the same day.
No. Oh, I wasn't even aware that he used to play for Zaragoza.
So it's before he went to Valencia, before he went to Barca.
Way.
Yeah. So this
David
is
Villa. Look at that, number 9.
And there's some of the dirt stains on the elbows
scored
as well.
Wearing this
against Real Madrid
shirt.
We're not getting much better than that, in my opinion.
That is sensational.
For me, he's Spain's best ever striker as well. Obviously, as a Madridista, I love Raúl and Fernando Torres too.
Home game?
I can't recall off the top of my head, but I think it was played in the Bernabeu. So that's the Bernabeu.
Okay. I was actually on the turf in the Bernabeu. I'll have to tell you off camera what actually happened. But
One night in Madrid.
an aura about the
Yeah.
place. Really, really special.
For
The
sure.
cathedral of football,
La
and
Catedral.
to have something so authentic and such a slice of history is really special. And Lotto, I think, are underrated. I think a Lotto have made some really, really nice kits, and we don't see much of them.
No, beautiful with simplicity,
Yeah.
which is a very Italian way, isn't it?
Okay, so I don't know. Are we going to top that, or is that the pinnacle, or where are we going now?
Well, that's the beauty of it. So what's top it for you can be different to me.
Yeah.
But for me, there's a special personal connection with definitely with this next shirt. So we're going to stick at Spain, but this is an unusual kind of a thing.
Oh,
So this was
the
Legends.
Tifo? No, what's the name of the
Is it a Tifo?
template? Tifo 19? No. Someone's going to correct her. He's screaming in the comments right now. But,
I'm staying silent for a reason. This was I was at the Champions League final in Madrid in 2019 between Liverpool and Spurs. Not the game, but I was there. And there was a Legends game being played, so it's the Ultimate Champions match. Madrid, 31st of May, 2019.
On the eve. No.
On the
day after.
Eve or the day before. The day before, I'm going to say. So it was obviously a carnival-like atmosphere.
Well, it's the 31st of May. So it normally is the end.
Drop it in the comments below because someone else will know rather than top of my head. I can't recall effectively. But there was Legends playing, Del Piero, Henrik Larsson, Deco, Carvalho. I was so blessed to be able to shake hands with most of these guys because we were walking down outside the square. There's two buses lined up. I said, well, lads, we're staying on here. I was like, players are going to be coming down here in a minute.
Yeah.
So, yeah, I said, Ricardo Carvalho, Cafu.
No way.
Makelele didn't get to shake hands with, unfortunately. I didn't stop to ask him for any photos.
He's hard to track, that fellow.
He stops you when he wants. That's the way he was. But then, yeah, got to shake hands with so many of them. It was amazing. Shook hands with Figo. Figo went on the bus. Came back out a minute later. Threw this into the air.
No.
I jumped up like a fresh salmon out of water.
No.
I don't think I ever jumped higher. My football coaches would have been sickened to see me. Caught it. Pulled it down to here. A guy behind me had it as well. So I just dropped to my knees.
No way.
Then I had it. That was mine.
He got off the bus. You shook his hand. He got on the bus.
Got on the bus. Came back a minute later.
Took it off. Was he wearing it? No,
he had it in his
bag.
He had it in his hand.
And he said, you know what? And there was a throng of people there.
There's a few of us. I was front in queue.
And like a woman dying to get married, trying to catch the bouquet, you left like a basketballer.
Yeah. Kareem
Abdul-Jabbar
came out of me, yeah.
Like the gooch. Like Kieran Donnelly in Time Slowed Down.
Yeah.
And you plucked Figo's match-worn shirt from the day.
Yeah.
That is sensational. And what a story.
So it's definitely a one of one, which is an incredible thing to say. And obviously, being a Madrid supporter as well, it's quite a firm connection with me and him.
Yeah.
Funnily enough, I remember my dad.
Is he still revered in both places, or is there still a little bit of?
Well, he's definitely revered in Madrid, not so much in Barcelona.
Okay,
but he's
still animosity there in Barcelona. Yeah,
I think so. Yeah,
heads rolling.
I'm sure if you walk through, he'd probably get a bit of abuse tossed at him. All right, yeah. He's an ambassador for Inter though, because obviously after Madrid he went to Inter for 4 or 5 years.
Right.
So he's an ambassador for them, which is quite unusual.
What a player!
Oh yeah, you come back earlier, talk about grace. I mean, he exuded grace. It just flowed again from him. Like, yeah, beautiful. He's such a unique piece, and the story to go with it makes it all the better.
Yeah, and I saw in the David Beckham documentary that he was going to call, if he was calling up his five-a-side to play against his son, Figo would be one of the guys. Yeah. So he'd be a nice guy to call if you're down a player on a Thursday night for fives.
Quite handy. Quite a handy guy to have around the place. So that obviously has a strong Real Madrid connection for me.
Nice one.
But then we've one more piece which is for me the jewel in the collection.
The jewel.
It is this Real Madrid replica. I have to add.
Ooh.
Real Madrid, but it's signed by none other than Don Alfredo Di Stefano, with a dedication to his daughter Sofia. So this came from Alfredo Di Stefano's own estate.
Wow.
So your provenance is concrete proof.
Okay.
So it says to Sophia with affection.
Mi cariño,
Oh, there you go.
Yeah.
Mi cariña, yeah.
Yeah.
Affection, your father, Di Stefano.
Aparte, is it? Tu padre, or what's that word? Okay.
I think it's
His signature
affection.
is just so iconic there as well, like, and the greatest, like Real Madrid ever, is he? Or certainly up there. Yeah.
He would definitely carry more affection than Cristiano Ronaldo even.
He won the first.
He won he won the
first five. No.
He won the first five.
Yeah, first five.
Yeah, and he went back as a manager also and had an incredible time there. He won the second ever Ballon d'Or. Couldn't win it the third year because he won it the year before. So Raymond Copa won it. Then he won it the next year, and he's the only person to ever receive the Super Ballon d'Or.
Super Ballon d'Or.
Super Ballon d'Or.
What's that?
That was
you win it 3 times or something.
No, it was a case that it was like this is almost the greatest player ever, and he ended up winning it. You'll have to check up into more detail about what the Super Ballon d'Or is, but it was like a Ballon d'Or, but just like magnetized. It was bigger.
So this is the jewel in your crown.
For me, it is.
He is such a special part of that, and this was this for the daughter, or it's.
Yeah, it was for his daughter. And I said he came from his own estate afterwards as well. There was a big auction there some couple of years ago. But yeah, it's special, so special. He's beyond an icon of the club. Yeah,
that is.
I know I have some match worn shirts there, but for me, I said it's all about your personal connection with.
Yeah, but that's the beauty of everyone's collections are totally different. Is there? Oh,
his number 9 on the back. Yeah,
yeah,
for sure. I said it is a replica, but
well, I'm sure. Yeah, a match one. The Stefano one would probably. You'd probably have to sell the kids and the house. And thank you for bringing me on such a wonderful journey throughout time. There, everything from the 1950s to a couple of years ago. Yeah. So
thank you. So that's brought me so much emotion through me as well, with so many happy memories as well.
Yeah, I can tell that it means a lot to you, and that's the whole point of these videos. I believe collections should be shared with the world, and it's great to get them out of the cupboard or out of the attic or out of the box, and just to talk about them and re-establish why they're so special to you. And that's that was brilliant. Thanks so much for sharing that.
Thank you.
So if people are looking to try and find you, do you want to tell them where they might be able to find you?
Yeah, online? I suppose, I cover on footballshirts.ie is the website, and the socials, Instagram, Twitter, are the same names, username as well. Username?
Yeah, or
handle. Call it? Yeah. Handle, yeah. Whatever the cool kids say these days. At footballshirts.ie is the best way to put it.
Wow.
And as well as that, obviously I'll be at Kit Con Saturday the 24th, so give a pop in as well, and for a chat, have a look at some of these and more, and obviously I'll have some shirts on sale for the day as well.
Excellent. I'm really excited about seeing how your collection develops. Yes, we will see you at KitCon, and hopefully we will see you there too. Thank you.